Welcome to the channel for the first time viewers. Welcome back for my existing subscribers. Today I'm going to talk about three things. Going to really just touch base on one of them and go into depth on my opinion on two of them. So I'm going to talk about the Capitao Buff, a little bit about that, and I'm going to talk about the Lion rework as well as the reverse friendly fire. So first we're going to start off with the Lion changes, and it's kind of like a little bit of buffing, a little bit of nerfing. So they're just reworking him because Lion has been broken ever since he's come out. And one of the big things is you can go into any Pro League match to see that it's automatically banned. And whenever we had the 6 Siege Invitational playlist, he was always banned. So like it was almost always Lion or Blitz that was banned every single time. So the things they're going to change with Lion go as followed. They're going to reduce his warning ability from 3 to 1.5 seconds. Now, the reason they're doing that, they're doing a little bit of reduction, is because there's not going to be a full outline anymore. It's going to be more like an alibi ping, where you kind of can see where the enemy is via a ping versus an entire outline. That's been one of the things, is that you'll have a Finka, a Dokkaebi, a Lion, and a Jackal. So Jackal will scan your feet, and then if you move during a Lion scan, you're getting tracked, so Jackal's pinging you, and then Lion, if you move, will be able to essentially track you through the wall, and then you just get wall banged and killed. So that was a very effective way to clear out roamers. So they're going ahead and address that. One thing that we always said during the release of Lion is that Vigil's ER7 cloak, which is like his invisibility to drones capability, should work against it. So now they're actually going to implement that in the game, so that you have to be a little bit more careful if you have a team and you have Lion using a scan. So you can't just run in all willy-nilly anymore, because if somebody's using a Vigil and they're using their cloak drone, then they can essentially flank you guys as long as they're being quiet about it, which a lot of times, in my experience, people have a blitz and that kind of masks all the footsteps. So it's going to be an interesting situation to see how the higher level players will use Vigil more, even though his SMG 12 has a lot of recoil, and they kind of obliviated that. But at the end of the day, I know a couple of really good Vigil players, so it's going to be a good time for them to shine, especially with some of these flanks, and being able to throw a suppressor on the gun and just pretty much go ham on an attacking team. So it's a double-edged sword. Another thing they're doing to it is they're reducing the cooldown from 27 to 15 seconds. They're going to increase the number of charges back to 3, which was the original. So right now it's at 2, they're going to go to 3. And like I said, they're taking the outline away, and they're going to go over to the ping format. Now for Capitao, I'm just going to touch base on this one so I can get over to the friendly fire and give you my opinion on that. The Capitao, they're just kind of reducing the area of damage, and actually they're increasing the area of effect, but they're reducing the damage per tick. So that's one quick thing there. And then it takes a little bit of time for the flame to get to the full size. The issue that they had the first test server, which I didn't get into this current one, but the first test server, is that it would actually hit a mirror, like the asphyxiation bolt would hit a mirror, and then it would go on the other side of it, so the fire would go like right through the wall. So they didn't roll it out during the live season. So I think this time around they're gonna fix that and pretty much go from there. They're also going to do a couple things to make it a higher skill gap. Now let's talk about the most important part of this to me, outside of the ERC7, which is Vigil's ability working in conjunction against Lions. So I think the most important thing is the reverse friendly fire. Console players, when I was doing my rank placements, we would go in with maybe like 3 or 4 people, and we'd have a random. Now, I can't tell you how many ranked games we've lost because the random either just throws or just gets tired of playing. I don't know why they do this. I think they're on the road to copper plan, which I've seen a lot of people do it a lot better. Like there's a YouTuber called, what's his name? Varsity Gaming. And he has a solo Smurf account. But what he does, I respect that. He goes in, he tries his best, and right when the game's about to end, he quits. So he actually puts in an effort, has a decent score, decent KD, will do his part. But rather than take the win, he'll help his team get to the win and then quit so that he gets an abandon. And I feel like that is the best way to get to copper. But there's some people that will literally go in your game and just team kill you. So now with the reverse friendly fire, and they talked about the forgive system, which I think is a big thing too. With the reverse friendly fire, what's going to happen is after somebody gets one team kill, the second team kill is just going to reflect damage onto them. So a lot of times, like I said, what people do is they'll kill you. Like, let's say for instance you're up 2-0 and they're getting ready to throw. They'll kill like the top fragger or whoever they think is playing, you know, try hard or sweaty. So they'll kill that person, and then the next round they may not do anything as far as the attack goes, or they'll like roll a grenade or do something crazy and kill like 2 people and get themselves kicked. So I don't know. I feel like those types of people, there's a special place in hell for them. Like, I don't really feel like you have the right to do that to somebody and ruin their gameplay experience for something they paid money for. I feel like that's a very shitty thing to do. Like, I get it. Some people like to joke around. Some people think it's just a video game, but video games is a form of escapism. So for some people, this is kind of like their relief from maybe a stressful job or just a shitty situation. And they're like, all right, well, I'm going to go on and get on and play my favorite game. And then you get somebody like that who comes through and just fucks up your experience. So for some people, like for me, it's just like, man, that's fucking stupid. Stop. You know, that's the way I look at it. But for some people, it's like you kind of just ruin their entire night and they already had a bad day. So you got to be more considerate about others if you are one of those people that's team killing. But the reverse friendly fire is going to help with that, because obviously they won't be able to go as far as to pretty much ruin the entire match for everybody. So that's what I got so far, man. I actually really want this to come into the live servers. I really want the reverse friendly fire, because I've been killed a couple of times for just stupid reasons. Accidental team kills are like whatever. I don't care. It doesn't even bother me. It's kind of like, I always tell people, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because I'd rather them focus up and get an extra kill, or, you know, finish out the round strong, versus like sitting there apologizing to me for like 20 minutes and then they get killed by somebody else. So now both of us are dead. So I'd rather them just forget about it. No, I ain't pissed off, and then keep moving. And then, like I said, just the fact that some people, that's their way of throwing, it's gonna help out a lot of the people that like the solo queue. And you don't necessarily plan on going into one of those situations, or if you're like dual queuing, it's essentially anytime you don't have a 5-man. It happens a lot less on PC. It happens a lot in casual, but in ranked, even on PC, you do get that sometimes, and I have experienced it plenty of times on console. So I think something's just up with the console water, but PC is a little bit more enjoyable when it comes to that. All right, let me know what you guys think in the description or in the comment section, and I'll get back to you guys in the next video. It's good to be back. A little bit rusty, but be getting back to a more regular schedule this week. All right, you guys be easy.
He's free?
You get out, yeah.
Okay.
Ouais, là, je la vois, elle est pignée.
Où ça?
Elle est pignée. Elle se sauve dehors dans le corridor, extérieur. Elle fait le tour.
Watch out.
Elle est revenue. À rapport.
Okay, she's going back. Watch out, watch your face.
Okay, watch my face.
Elle est dans,
Gotcha.
un peu. Elle est dans la porte. Elle niaise dans le corridor.